Hey sweet babies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you like fragrance, makeup, skincare, real people, and real talk, definitely subscribe to my channel. So today we're getting into some Christmas fragrances that remind me of Christmas. Not necessarily that I will wear them on Christmas, but they do remind me of Christmas. I got this video idea from Veronica Says. I love her channel. She comes up with such creative ideas. She always comes up with some kind of little twist to make it her own, and I love watching her videos. So I'll definitely leave her link down in the description box, because if you're not following her, you should be. First, we're gonna get into one that definitely reminds me of Christmas. It reminds me of winter. It reminds me of, you know, just family gathering around not a fireplace per se, but more of like a bonfire. Have you guys ever been to one of those it's called a silent disco? So basically it's people that come to a big bonfire, and everybody has on like ear pods or earphones or something that's Bluetooth, you know, compatible, and there is a DJ there and he's playing music, but you can only hear it in your AirPods or something like that. But that's like a real thing. They're called silent discos, and you go to the bonfire, you know, you're drinking your hot cocoa or coffee or whatever drink you want to drink, you know, a hot toddy, some eggnog, whatever, and you're at this bonfire listening to the music. Everybody's listening to the same thing, so everybody just out there jamming out or whatever, but can't nobody else hear the music unless you got the earphones on. I think that is such a good idea, and the fragrance that reminds me the most of that is by the fireplace. Like, how much fun would that be to go to one of them? Like, I literally want to go to a silent disco so bad, and if I did, I would absolutely wear by the fireplace. Now, y'all know that in one of my videos where I talked about fragrances that everybody likes but I absolutely hate, By the Fireplace was in there. Okay, I did drag her. I did. I ain't gonna lie. But I also said in that video that I was going to revisit it because y'all kept saying, wait for the dry down, wait for the dry down. It's super smoky in the beginning, but wait for the dry down. It's hella smoky in the beginning. It absolutely is. But I do appreciate it more in the dry down, where it gives me still that smokiness, but a nice like a vanilla vibe. I actually like this on its own. It is hella smoky, and you do have to wait for the dry down. But having something a little bit sweeter with it makes it even better for me. So you can absolutely pair it with this, because this is what I tried and this is what was really good. And also 71. I don't see why 71 won't work. If I had to choose between 62 and 71, I actually like 71 better. Why we don't have a cream for this? Like, hello, we need a cream for this. But yeah, I think either one of these will go good with By the Fireplace. So the bonfire, silent disco type of thing, drinking eggnog with some rum in it, you know, that gives me Christmas time winter vibes, and that's how I came up with this as one of my Christmas fragrances. So the next fragrance is Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli by Kayali. This smells like vanilla peppermint to me. To me, it smells like vanilla peppermint. The patchouli is giving me like, the sugar patchouli is giving me like a candied peppermint type of vibe. Now, if you like candy canes, like, that's what this smells like to me. This smells like a vanilla candy cane to me. And also, when my son was young and he was in school, they made us a Christmas gift, which was a hot cocoa like cup packet thing or whatever. So it came with a mug, it came with the hot chocolate, it came with pieces of chocolate that had peppermint in them, and it also came with a candy cane. So once you made your hot chocolate, you put the piece of peppermint chocolate inside, and you use the candy cane and you stirred with the candy cane. So it gave you that chocolate peppermint type of vibe, and this just kind of took me back to that. You know what I mean? Like, I remember those beautiful sentimental gifts from the kids, and this took me back to that. So this reminds me of drinking a peppermint hot chocolate, vanilla peppermint type of vibe, and definitely reminds me of Christmas from that peppermint. Next one that reminds me of Christmas is Commodity Milk. Now, I know y'all tired of me talking about this because I've been talking about it for a while. This is a woody, creamy, sweet fragrance. So I know it's called milk, and you would think it just automatically smells like milk. No, it's sweet and creamy, but it's actually a woody fragrance. You definitely get the mahogany wood in here, and that's what I love about it, because it's not just a pure lactonic fragrance, even though I like lactonic fragrances, but I like this because it brings something else to the table. This reminds me of just being at home in front of the fireplace, and you know, you and your family are just there chilling. Like, everybody's drinking eggnog, we watching, you know, Christmas movies in our Christmas pajamas, and it's just, you know, that woody fireplace is going, but we're eating Christmas cookies and drinking the eggnog, and that's where the milky lactonic vibe comes in. So that's why this reminds me of that. Some of my favorite Christmas movies to watch are Home Alone. The original first Home Alone is still one of my favorites to watch for Christmas. The Grinch with Jim Carrey, me and my daughter love watching that. And Friday After Next, definitely still one of my favorite Christmas movies. Next fragrance that reminds me of Christmas is This Is Her by Zadig and Voltaire. This reminds me of sweater weather. Like, finally, sweater weather. Like, this is a sweater weather type of fragrance for me. I love it. It's creamy and, you know, milky and lactonic, but it also brings some nice muskiness to the table. Like, it's not just pure milky, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like this. It's not as woody as the milk fragrance, but they kind of give me the same vibes. This reminds me, like I said, of sweaters. This is like going to an ugly sweater party, but it's an intimate one. It's like just family and close friends at the ugly sweater party. We drinking eggnog, we playing games. It's not like a formal dinner cooked or nothing. Like, everybody just brought some. You know, your cousin brought some chili, somebody else brought some buffalo chicken dip, somebody brought some little sandwiches from the grocery store. Like, it's that type of vibe, that type of party. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're playing games and just having fun, and it's just us. Everybody drinking eggnog and just having a good time. Like, that's what this reminds me of. Because when it's just you and your family and your close friends, you don't got to be doing the most. You don't gotta be, you know, have the fanciest fragrance on, but you want something that, you know, brings that memory and still, you know, stands out a little bit and just smells comforting and smells like, you know, a nice cozy sweater. So that's why this one definitely reminds me of Christmas. Sweater weather. Finally, sweater weather. So next is Soleil Neige. So I've been wearing this and I see why people like it and why they say it reminds them of snow. It's clean and airy and light, but it's cold too at the same time. And like, I get it. The more I wear it, the more I get it. This reminds me of getting up on Christmas morning while my kids are opening their presents. I have this on because it's just clean. You know what I'm saying? It's just clean and refreshing. And I have this on and I look out the window and it's just beautiful, clean layer of snow. The snow is sparkling off the sun and the snow is just clear. It's like no tire marks in it, no footprints in it. Like, nobody's been driving on it because everybody's at home enjoying their family. Like, that's what this reminds me of. It's just clean, it's airy, and it is cold. And I get that now. Like, this is something I would have, like I said, on Christmas morning, and I would just, you know, wear this while I'm making Christmas breakfast or brunch or something like that. And it just reminds me of just being clean and fresh and airy, just watching my kids open their Christmas gifts. And I miss that. I really do miss that because my kids older now and they boring, child. They just want money, child. So the next one that reminds me of Christmas is Fenty. So I told y'all I did not like this fragrance and I don't like it on me. I do not like this on me. This reminds me of oranges and Christmas trees. Like, it really does. And I just really use this on my bed because it just smells clean. It smells like you done mopped your floor with pine sol or something. So it smells better on things than on me. So I like it for that. But girl, this smells like oranges and Christmas trees. But the reason why this reminds me of Christmas is because when I was a little girl, we would spend a night at my great grandmother's house sometimes. And so we can wake up there for Christmas. She always had a real Christmas tree. She never had a fake Christmas tree. It was always a real Christmas tree. So you could smell the pine, the sap, the wood. You know what a real Christmas tree smell like. So you got that. And then, you know, when you little, you wake up super early in the morning to open them dang on gifts, girl, thinking Santa came and all of that. Well, you know, the little kids don't get up and brush their teeth. You know what I'm saying? They get up, you know, they got stuff all on the corner of their mouth, drool all, you know, on the side and all that. And kids don't tend to get up and brush their teeth. So what my great grandmother would do, she would give you a glass of orange juice, and while you was opening your presents, you would drink orange juice to kind of cleanse that palate until, you know, you was done. Then you had to go brush your teeth and you could come back and play with your stuff. But at first, you know, because the kids is running up to you, they're like, oh, thank you so much, breath just humming, you know. So she was like, go on and take this orange juice, baby, and open your gifts and things. So the orange juice and the real Christmas tree reminds me of this Fenty perfume. I swear. I know it's crazy, but what I am gonna do on this channel is keep it real, okay? And that's what this smell like. Orange juice and Christmas trees, honey. And that's why this reminds me of that. The next one that gives me a Christmas vibe, like I would definitely wear this on a date night or anything like that throughout the fall winter season. But I picked this up because it does remind me of Christmas because of the ginger. So this is Ani by Nishane, and y'all know this is a ginger bomb, ginger and vanilla. And when you layer it with the HEMPZ lotion, the Tahitian vanilla and ginger, girl, get into it. So this right here reminds me of Christmas because of the ginger and gingerbread and gingerbread houses. I remember one year, me and my girlfriends did a little Christmas. It was a couple days before Christmas, but we had like a girls' night because, you know, we had been out shopping, spending all our money on our kids. Okay, and we was like, okay, we need some girl time, okay, and wine and all of that. So we decided that we was gonna have a gingerbread house making contest. One of my friends had ordered all the kits for everybody to build a gingerbread house, and we was trying to build them gingerbread houses. Well, once that wine and eggnog and everything started kicking in, you know, we built them, but they was all terrible, for real. It was all terrible. My one friend, she won. I don't even know if I finished mine because I was probably sitting there like, girl, bad damn shit gingerbread house. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this reminds me of. The gingerbread and the sweet vanilla and all of that reminds me of gingerbread and Christmas, and it definitely reminds me of that night. We had so much fun. So I had to include Angel Share. Now I know a lot of us associate Angel Share with Thanksgiving, but this is a holiday scent for me. Like this runs from Thanksgiving all the way through Christmas, and it could go into New Year's too. It just smells like such a beautiful baked apple pie to me, even though it doesn't list any apple in here, but that's the vibe that it gives me, like the apple pie, the apple crisp baked goods, but then that cognac too, okay? Love me some cognac, okay? And it definitely gives me that vibe. This is something that reminds me of the adult holiday party. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no kids, it's just the grown-ups just having a good time and enjoying the holiday season. If it is some kids, they in the back room or they in the basement or they somewhere out of grown folk business, okay? That's that part, okay? But yeah, because we wasn't allowed in there with the grown folks. Y'all gone in there, y'all ain't finna be in here with us. And this reminds me of an adult good time, like an adult holiday good time. It smells amazing. It's sweet, super sweet, super apple pie and boozy, and I'm all for the apple pie and the booze brown this time, okay? These two, I'm gonna put these two together. These both definitely remind me of Christmas because they smell like food. They smell like food and baked goods, and I'm all here for it. This is Lyra and Italica. Like, are these not food? These are definitely baked goods. So this is giving me my lemon pound cake. I would definitely eat a nice lemon pound cake drizzled with some nice frosting. It could even be some cream cheese frosting, some whipped cream frosting, like any type of frost, because I'm really not into buttercream. I don't like that. I like something light. And sometimes I just take the damn icing off. Give me that lemon pound cake though, a real lemon pound cake, and that's what this smells like. Oh, it smells so good, so edible. And if you like romans that smell like real food, then that's what this gives for sure. So Lyra smells like a edible lemon pound cake, and then Italica gives me that baked toffee, baked cookie, cherry almond. This is like a cherry almond cake or something like that, because I definitely get the cherry almond, and I get that biscuit toffee type of, you know, vibe. So this definitely reminds me of Christmas too, because it's got food in it, honey. And who ain't eating on Christmas? I'm eating it all, honey, all of it, all the food. I ain't a big sweets eater, but when I go for the sweets, they better be smelling like this, okay? Last but certainly not least is Bon Bon by Victor and Raw. This reminds me of gift giving because it's a bow. Now, even though Christmas bows don't look like this, but this is a bow and reminds me of gift giving. I love giving gifts for Christmas. I love receiving gifts too, okay? But I like to give gifts during the holidays. It's something about when someone opens your gift and you can just tell that they wholeheartedly love it and appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's so many times we see people open gifts. We've opened gifts that we like, oh, thank you, this is cute. And you thinking in your head like, who you finna get this to? Because I don't want this. But when somebody opens a gift that you know they genuinely wanted and genuinely appreciate, that's what this reminds me of. Just gift giving and the holiday season and everybody sharing and caring and all of that. Because I love happiness. I love everybody being happy. I really, really do. And that's why this reminds me of Christmas and gift giving. And it's a beautiful fragrance on top of that, honey. It smells great. So those are my Christmas fragrances for 2022. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know what are some fragrances that remind you of Christmas. Leave it down in the comments. Definitely give this video a thumbs up, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.